Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Friday, August 1st, 2025. Well, we begin the new month with a day of very mixed energies. It would be hard to find a day with energies as mixed as these. The sun today is at 9, moving to 10 degrees of grand and glorious fire sign Leo. See, we've got some gold here for Leo, golden tie for Leo. And the moon today is moving through the early and middle degrees of deep dark water sign Scorpio. Black for the mystery and the power and darkness of Scorpio. Power in the depths of Scorpio. Emotional intensity. The moon makes a hard square 90-degree angle to Mercury, the planet of communication, right off the bat this morning. If your mind is going a mile a minute and you're unable to sleep first thing in the morning, this is why. 9 degrees of Scorpio to Mercury at 9 degrees of Leo. Remember, it's retrograde and has just conjoined the sun as well. 3:56 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6:56 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 11:56 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And shortly thereafter, the moon makes a hard square to the sun itself. 9 degrees of Scorpio to the sun at 9 degrees, late 9 degrees of Leo, which means it is the waxing quarter moon. It's the midway point between the previous new moon and the upcoming full moon, and this is a point of tension. So the whole day is filled with this compelling energy of moving toward our goal, but having to deal with challenges along the way. 5:41 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is when that's exact. 8:41 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:41 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The moon later in the morning into the midday period makes a harmonious trine from 10 degrees of Scorpio to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion, which is now, well, that's 11 degrees of Scorpio to Jupiter at 11 degrees of Cancer. That's really nice and optimistic. That's a good thing today. This is just about as happy as you can be. 10:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, at 6:25 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. We're all in with that. Now comes the other side, which is around Venus, the planet of love and affection. Now, you remember that Venus has just entered into the ultra-sensitive water sign of Cancer. Well, early this morning, the Venus at 1 degree of Cancer makes a hard square, 90-degree angle to Saturn, and shortly thereafter to Neptune as well, and then later in the day, an awkward angle to Pluto. So it goes through all of those early degree major planets, which is not a lot of fun. Venus's fun-loving and sensual energy is kind of at odds with this energy today. 6:34 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is when Venus at 1 degree of Cancer makes that hard square 90-degree angle to Saturn at 1 degree of Aries. 6:34 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 2:34 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Venus in late 1 degree of Cancer makes its next square to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions. This is like Fog City, but Venus square Neptune is also fantasy time, very romantic, and it's like, okay, if I can't have a woman in front of me, I'm going for my fantasy girl. It's that type of energy. And it's also like, I just don't want to deal with stuff, so I want to escape. 1:49 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 9:49 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So, go play a fantasy game or something, do something healthy with all of that energy. Then later on, later this evening, during the overnight period, Venus at 2 degrees of Cancer by that time makes its awkward 150-degree inconjunct angle, the adapt, adjust, accommodate angle, to Pluto at late 2 degrees of Aquarius, 10:46 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 6:46 a.m. tomorrow, Greenwich Mean Time. And that is, it's passionate, but it's like, okay, if she doesn't like this, then I got to do this type of energy. It's like dancing on your feet. So good luck. Venus is in the mix today, which is always a good thing, but it's got some issues. So it's a very mixed energy today. Stay centered. Keep your feet. Dance, but know where you're going with it. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from the Star Presence Astrology. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day. Hey, no matter what, it's Scorpio moon. It's a passionate day.